Good afternoon. How are you? Happy solar eclipse new moon in Aquarius and Lunar New Year. Here we are. We are now in the moment that we've been waiting for. We've been asking, when will 2026 truly kick off? And it is this moment that happens. We are at a point of origin. And with every origin story, there is chaos. There is chaos at every threshold moment. Chaos in death, chaos in birth, chaos in initiation. Every threshold moment, there is chaos. And we are at a threshold moment. First, I want to talk about the past. I'm going to talk about our most recent past of Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is the bringer of ghosts. Neptune in Pisces is the bringer of illusion. So yes, we may have been sitting in the house full of ghosts. We may have noticed the house shaking. We may have noticed our comfortability with holding on to the ghosts of the past. And in this moment, we are being shown with Neptune going into Aries, we are being shown what some of those ghosts are. We are being able, it has gotten to the point that the walls of the house are falling. It is undeniable that we are still living with the ghost of the not so distant past. So in this moment, as we're beginning the new, I want you to pay attention to how the old keeps coming up to bring to your attention what you have not let go of yet, or what we have not healed yet. So as we're sitting at this threshold moment, and it is certainly so, because both Neptune and Saturn are at 0 degrees in Aries, or will be, 20th of this month, at 0 degrees in Aries. And when we see that conjunction or that meeting of these two planets at 0 degrees, right at the beginning of your story, we can then ask ourselves, why? Well, this is a timeline jump. This is a new story that will be told. But is this new story being built in the same house where the ghosts exist? Or are you able to create a new space for this new story to occur? And with this solar eclipse, one thing that we can be sure of is that we will witness that story being played out in front of us and see a lot of these ghosts being played out in front of us. A lunar eclipse, again, very internal, very emotional. A solar eclipse, very outward. So now we begin to witness how these ghosts or these traumas have been affecting our relationship. We begin to see it show up in others that are standing in front of us that's calling us to do our work. So with both of these planets, the planet of dreams and Saturn, the planet of real reality, what we can expect is there is a shedding of the illusion. There's a shedding of the illusion like nothing's going on. We just all live together in harmony in this house. Me and my memories, me and my trauma, me and my pain body. We're all sharing a space at this table every day. Now what we're witnessing is an opportunity, and someone outside of self is providing that opportunity for you to witness. Oh my goodness, I am actually surrounded by ghosts. I need to release these ghosts. I need to create space for this new timeline that I am in, that I'm being encouraged to be in by the universe. This reminds me of one of my favorite writers' description, Ben Okri's description of this road. This is a break in the road. This is a break in the road of sameness, a break in the road of continuity, an eruption of sorts. And in that chasm, as things are erupting, you're being able to clearly see illusion. Things that aren't real. The way in which we built our lives on things that weren't real, things that weren't really us. But because of pain, because of trauma, we built this life on a reality that, we built this life on illusion. We built this life on things that could not hold us, that could be washed away quite easily. Now what we're getting the opportunity to see is how can we build the life of our dreams with Neptune in Aries and Saturn in Aries. We're getting to witness how to build the life of our dreams on reality. Now, what does this have to do with the new moon in Aquarius? I'm talking about the things that are also surround this new moon. Well, the new moon in Aquarius, we can't talk about the new moon in Aquarius without talking about Pluto being in Aquarius. So recently also, we had Pluto changing signs and stepping into Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius is the master of initiation. So as the master of initiation steps in, Pluto is the master of initiation, steps into a sign like Aquarius, we know that we're in for a ride. Because what is Aquarian energy? Aquarian energy is the new energy that's coming to us as a universe. It is this energy that we have never seen before. Pluto in Aquarius harkens a time that humanity will be put to the test, but humanity will take their power back. That is what Pluto is all about. Pluto is an initiation into power. Aquarian is power for the people. This is about taking your power back into your hands. So yes, we have to examine all the ways that we have given away power, that we didn't show up in power, that we thought that power was for us alone. We're now being examined, asked how we can share power and hold power with. This is a moment, this is a seed moment. This is a moment that's filled with possibilities of you redefining your life. It is filled with possibilities of you redefining yourself. We witness now how intrinsically connected we are with every other person in the human race. And so we have to figure out how we're going to live together in order to survive. It shows you how deeply connected we are. So the things that we were doing for ourselves, we really can't do it in Pluto in Aquarius anymore. We walk together, and we will walk together to our liberation and to our freedom. Who you say you are is also wrapped up in the rest of humanity. Who you say you are, your identity, is also wrapped up in the identity of everyone that exists on this planet. And that is what Pluto in Aquarius is here to show us. So at this Aquarian new moon with a solar eclipse, we can start to look at others in existence and see ourselves in others. This is the true meaning of empathy, really, right? Being able to truly see your story in another person and work towards liberation, right? Yeah, until we all are free, none of us is truly free. Yeah, you know how we talked about that before, but now it's the real thing. It is the real thing that is happening now. What can we expect during this new moon solar eclipse transiting? Well, what we can expect is a lot of fast lightning changes. A lot of traumatic endings could be occurring right now with a dramatic flair to it. Life changes are happening that pushes us to be more uniquely ourselves than ever before. So we are moving away from what we have always been. We're moving away from what we are always been. We are becoming, we are in the process of truly becoming something new, something different. And Aquarian energy is very nervous system related. So what we may find is that our thoughts become really obsessive, particularly with this touch from Pluto. So during this new moon phase, really pay attention to your thoughts and how obsessive your thoughts can become. There will be unpredictable and shocking events, or even unpredictable and shocking behaviors from other people. With a solar eclipse, that is a rupture. That is a kind of explosion. That is the break in the road. So yes, we can expect some chaotic events, and even chaotic events in our life, but chaotic events from others outside of us. Exposure of secrets, exposure of sexual compulsions, absolutely. But also, this is an exciting and truly liberating new moon. It is a beautiful new moon to start the Lunar New Year with. Explosive change can happen here, but it leads to explosive expansion and growth. So what I want you to do, right? This is also the Lunar New Year with a solar eclipse. So in a solar eclipse, in eclipse times, we are not making plans. So though I often talk about new moon as the time that you make plans, this is not the time for you to make plans. This is really the time for you to witness how those ghosts are playing out. This is the time for you to really identify what's showing up for you now that your norm is broken. Now that there's a crack or separation in your normal behavior, your normal path, your normal existence. What are you seeing? What are you noticing during this new moon? Pay attention, slow down. There's no need to act during this new moon. There's more of a need to observe, witness with eyes of deep compassion and empathy. Empathy for yourself as you're seeing the ghost. Empathy for yourself as you're seeing these illusions fall away. Empathy for humanity as we're witnessing the illusion of power fall away. Empathy for this earth that is readjusting itself under the weight of our illusion. So this is a time to really notice. You will have enough time to plan. This new moon energy until full moon, really just sit, because you know that release of Neptune in Pisces and Saturn in Pisces wasn't that long ago. So this is a time to really take care of yourself. Take deep care of yourself as you're experiencing these explosive changes that have you seeing doubles, that have you seeing things, right? So sit with this moment and really figure out what it's trying to show you. And really what it's trying to show you is who you uniquely are. All that beauty that lies underneath the trauma is what you are witnessing now, right? So I'm going to talk about how do we take care of ourselves during this new moon over on my YouTube channel. Please join me there. Thank you. And I look forward to talking to you more. Tomorrow night, I am teaching the year of the horse, and some of these things will definitely come up when I talk about, well, Monday night, I'll be teaching the year of the horse, right? Yeah, tomorrow night. So I'll be talking to you even more about some of these things that are happening. So Monday evening, you'll be receiving this video on Monday, but I'll talk about that in another video on Instagram. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye. So what I want to talk to you about is during this expansion and this growth, it's going to be important that we take care of ourselves physically. So with an Aquarian solar eclipse new moon, what we can witness is maybe a lot of heart palpitation. Maybe your heart is racing. Maybe there are twitches and tremors in your body at this time. Maybe the muscle system is reacting to nervous changes that are happening in your body. You can find that there's a certain mental instability that's taking place here. Things are rushing through your mind. You may find yourself acting without thinking. Please be very, very careful to avoid injuries and accidents during the solar eclipse new moon. What I'm saying to you is slow down. Your thoughts may be racing. There may be a lot of anxiety. Please slow down. Take care of your nervous system. Take care of your circulatory system. So there may be more strokes now than before, more heart issues now than before, many painful spasms, maybe, feeling like electrical shocks in your body. Take care of yourself. Stretch, relax, go for walks, drink teas. Do what makes you feel calm. Yes, it's New Year, but you do not have to. This New Year is for a year. You do not have to get everything accomplished now. It is a new year. Pluto will be in Aquarius for till 2043 or something like that. You have time to build in this energy. Take these next few days to really take care of your nervous system and your circulatory system. So as I always recommend for anything Aquarian, skull cap, skull cap, skull cap. Sleep. Get the sleep that you need. Sleep is always necessary, particularly to protect your circulatory system, your heart. Sleep is preventative of strokes and heart attack. So get the sleep that you need. Drink teas during the day that calm your nervous system. You can drink tulsi, you can drink lemon balm, things that don't make you sleepy, but are helping to calm your nervous system. If you're having a hard time falling asleep, you can combine that skull cap with some valerian. You can even go to hops flowers. You want to knock out at night, right? And by the way, a lot of these ghosts that I've been talking about, or these illusions, are being worked out in the dream state so that we don't have to work it out in our living, waking state. So, I'm giving a whole workshop about dreams in March. Please join me then. But until then, a lot of these illusions that you're working out can be worked out in your dreams. So allow yourself to sleep deeply and dream well, and really do the work of setting the foundation for a brand new home. And when I talk about home, I'm speaking about the house of the spirit. Set a foundation for the house of the spirit that you will inhabit after the releasing of these traumas, and really encouraging this reality that you're now living in. Saturn is bringing the realness to this new moon. So really allow the space for this reality to show up for you in this new home. No illusion. We're moving forward with true reality right now, right? So put aside the illusion and see what you can build now for yourself, knowing that the power of expansion is behind you. This is a beautiful time for the fulfillment of dreams, but it doesn't have to happen now. This is identifying who you are in this new reality and then working on building those dreams, right? So rest is important. For Chinese New Year, my great-grandparents were Chinese. And one of the things that sticks with me is that on Chinese New Year or on Lunar New Year, we do not put out all, our garbage on the new year. We do not sweep out our house on the new year. You're sweeping out and you're putting out. So put out any garbage the night before. You don't want to put out your blessings that you're receiving on that new year. So there's a tip for you, like sweep out, clean out the night before. And, yeah, there's so much, like there's so much tradition tied to like things that you can or can't do on New Year, but I'm just going to leave you with that one. Sweep out your house the night before. Don't sweep out your blessings on the day of the new year. Don't put out the garbage on the day of the new year, because you will be putting out your blessings. So much blessings to you as we enter in this Lunar New Year of 2026. I send you so much compassion, so much truth, so much blessings, and so much love. Until we talk again. Bye.